Rixon O. Campbell is a native son of Jamaica. Dr. Campbell has over 25 years in leadership and management experience, both in corporate and in the educational fields. He has served as an instructor for 5 years and as an executive for one of the country's only 100% minority-owned food service management companies, FDY Inc. Rixon has served as executive assistant to the president at a university in North Carolina and is presently the director for multicultural international student affairs at a historically black college and university in North Carolina. Dr. Rixon's passion for education and a sense of gratitude to give back to his own country, Jamaica. He has spearheaded the recruitment of 21 gifted and talented Jamaican students who have matriculated through their undergraduate studies and many of whom have entered graduate programs. Dr. Campbell is founder and CEO of RC7 Management Consulting, LLC, a member of the board of directors for Shakes and Moves Education Foundation, and the founder of ROC Global Education Network. Dr. Campbell is a strong proponent of diversity and inclusiveness. He strives for social justice for all and is committed to the understanding that we are all global citizens and should be making a difference in our communities. Dr. Rixon O. Campbell, PhD.
While I'm working on this project, which I'm so excited about, it's called Saving Our Sons. It is a book called Saving Our Sons. And there is a lot of social currency in the Americas as we speak about our young men of color and how the system is set up or orchestrated or designed or for whatever reason. But we know that within our African American community, we are losing our young men of color like no other time. So this project is about saving our sons. So it's a conversation piece. So out of it, one of the chapters that I've written is about your brand, your image. The way you carry yourself matters. It matters. People will judge you without what? Without knowing you. Your image, your brand. It says a brand is a name, term, sign, symbol, design, or combination of them intended to identify regular goods and what? Services. However, in this case, I am a brand. You are a brand. You are your own brand. And each day that I walk out, I'm representing Rixon Campbell. And the way that I carry myself, people will judge me accordingly, not knowing me. I use this analogy sometimes when I speak with young men and about, dress, etc., that I said, even though it might be a bad thing, joke or example, I said I can walk into a bank any day with all ill intentions and nobody would look at me. Because what? I'm dressed. I am dressed so nobody's paying attention to me. Conversely, I might go be a millionaire or a billionaire walking to the bank with a hoodie on and sagging and walking around, and guess what? All the cameras what? Starts to zoom on who? On me. So it matters how we carry ourselves. So I want to have this conversation with the young men about them being a brand, because there is a culture, or can we even say that it's a culture and give it that status? It might be a little subculture within a culture that our young men should be walking around with their underwear as their outerwear. We are a brand. People judge you without knowing you, positively or negatively. Your image, your brand. And that is a quote that I would share with the young men. A part of the culture that we say, or the subculture, is out of this notion of hip hop and the black culture, etc., which a number of our young men do not realize and understand that this is marketing. It is marketing. The owners of BET and the owners of other television network, they know how to sell a product. And they are going to package it in such a way that it what? That it sells. And then the society thinks that this is the norm. No. Have you seen Jay-Z when he walks out on the stage? When there's a function? Do you see Sean Diddy when he walks out? Do you see how they appear? They are doing a job to sell a product. But once the performance and the curtains are down, our young men do not realize that, guess what? That is not the norm. So we need to instill in our young men that, please do not let these things fool you. Look at these people. Look at them. GQ magazine. So as a brand, there are certain characteristics that our young men should possess. And we talk about brand attributes. Your character is a moral blueprint that guides you in every aspect of life. That should be one of your brand attributes as a person. You should be passionate. Steve Jobs. And they say people who love their job do not work a day. Because you're what? Passionate about what you do. So it doesn't feel like work. There needs to be passion. Uniqueness. Every brand is unique. Unique. Because there has to be a what? A differentiation. What separates your product from my product? How do you appeal to the market? Why should I buy your product instead of another person's product? Why should I choose you over the other person? What makes you stand out? As a young man, as a young woman, as an adult. Because we are our own brands. I am the CEO and founder of Rixon Campbell. The way I market myself, the way I speak, the way I interact with others. That's my company. All of this is an organization. I do my own HR. Public relation, all of that, because we are what? We are our brand, and our image should matter. Thank you for your time, thank you for listening, and if you have any questions, I would entertain them. How many of the young men, I might just ask a question, intends to go to a HBCU? One of the things that are impacting our HBCUs presently is that the PWIs, predominantly white institution, they are now marketing aggressively to the high achievers, to our African American or men of color, because they're looking at their diversity. They will give them money, and it is very attractive. It's very attractive. But we have to remember our roots, what brought us to this point, where we're coming from as a people. And to have the conversation. My son goes to A&T. He was at Elizabeth City. That drive was too far for me. I said, son, I love you, but guess what? That 7-hour day off to pick you up, I'm sorry. So he's at A&T. So now you can drive yourself home whenever you want to come home. But as Mr. Anderson was saying, that at HBCU there is something about the community. The community. I've been to institution, attended St. John's University in New York, where my professor I see in the auditorium and never spoken to. A microphone, and guess what? A lecture session on this, and then when it is finished, they go through the back door, and everybody goes out. Hundreds of you never get to shake hand, say hello, know you one-on-one. You are just a what? A number. But at our HBCUs, you can walk into my office at any time. I know you. I shake your hands. I know what you're going through. I know your cousin or your mama, or what mama cooked last week. And you know, the package that is coming. There is a community, a family. So, as Mr. Anderson, put one on the list, even if they do not want to have it there. Thank you. Dr. Jones.
RC7 Management Consulting, LLC offers hands-on hospitality, marketing, and management consultancy services, bringing over 20 years of experience to ensure your business becomes and stays dynamic. Founded by Dr. Rixon O. Campbell in 2013, our services include management organization, training and development, educational coaching, cultural and sensitivity training, and partnerships. We look forward to joining you on your journey towards long-term success. For more information, contact Rixon O. Campbell at 980-263-9473. Again, you can contact RC7 Management Consulting, LLC, 980-263-9473. Visit us online at www.rc7mc.com. We look forward to serving you.